Game Trailers. Best of E3 Awards 2011. Best First-Person Shooter.
While the first-person shooter may seem like it dominates the gaming landscape, if you're talking about sheer volume, it's simply not true. With one game taking up a large chunk of the market, competitors are shying away, resulting in fewer FPSs at this year's E3 than in recent memory. Even so, the games that were there are of extremely high quality, making the cut to 5 especially difficult.
And the nominees are Battlefield 3.
Within this award, there brews another skirmish on an entirely different front. While we may not yet know which modern military shooter will ultimately pull rank, it's clear that the first numerical battlefield in quite some time is loaded for bear. With chillingly realistic battles through Middle Eastern streets and multiplayer loaded with vehicles and objectives, Battlefield 3 looks keen on holding its ground.
Driver, move out, full throttle.
BioShock Infinite.
When the remarkable Rapture first rose into being all those years ago, it was hard to imagine in what direction they could take the series next. Turns out the only way to go was up. Recasting the series' penchant for politics, pistols, and plasmids in the warm bask of sunlight, Infinite's ambitious workings of the genre recall the same strokes of brilliance that adorn the original. A few inspired new takes on system mechanics and poised storytelling are just a couple of its hallmarks.
Call of Duty: Modern Warfare 3.
After a brief tour of duty in Vietnam, the King returns to reclaim its crown in the present. Perhaps Infinity Ward isn't quite as we once knew it, but there's little doubt that its latest offspring is cut from the same cloth. The jaw-dropping Black Tuesday demo offers a harrowing preview of the campaign's adrenaline-fueled gameplay, while new features like survival mode hint at bigger and better things to come for the series' world-class online component. It may still have a bit to prove, but from our limited time marching out with Task Force 141 again, the series is definitely keeping it frosty.
Prey 2.
Teasing an open-world shooter cast in a Blade Runner-inspired setting, Prey 2 sends the imagination racing with a reimagined concept as visually exciting as its gameplay. In the sequel, the hunted becomes the hunter as the player takes on the role of a head-collecting hired gun. Glimpses of free-running, high-tech gadgets, and a mystifying alien world foretell a seductive sci-fi shooter with plenty of potential. But what may turn out to be the best feature of all is the game's emphasis on choice and morality, painting out its various RPG scenarios in a sweeping spectrum of gray.
Raid.
This well-worn veteran of awards and countdowns returns for yet another year of recognition. At this point, it isn't so much a question of what as it is a matter of when. The wait to really dig into the game's role-playing, crafting, and car combat elements has been an excruciating one, as well as mixing it up with the Ark's various hostile factions and cunning enemy AI. No matter how many times we see it, Rage still inspires a certifiable level of want that makes us itch to play it all the more. Plus, saying mega textures never quite gets old.
And the winner is BioShock Infinite.
A man chooses and a slave obeys, but in the case of BioShock Infinite, we simply have to submit. It couldn't be any farther away from the concept and setting of the groundbreaking original, but by all indications thus far, Infinite could very well take the first-person shooter to places that not even Andrew Ryan had ever dared to dream. Heavy, haunting, and altogether ambitious in its approach, this skyward plunge into the dark crevices of society left an indelible impression on our human condition, making it the best first-person shooter of E3 2011.